on them like it's common sense. Hopped out the Benz like it's common sense. Put a monkey on my feet like it's common.
Hello, everyone. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. Today, we'll see one of the more dangerous passing offenses. The Jets are top 10 in passing TDs, and they go up against a packed defense that will need to be on its game.
All right, Larry, EA Sports coverage of the NFL finds us at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the New England Patriots and the New York Jets. First carry now for Kofrani Muhammad. And this defense feeling the encouragement. They stop him at the line of scrimmage on the first play of the afternoon. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. Second down, Bridgewater. Quickly to Gronkowski. That's caught. And he is out of bounds, getting it across the 30-yard line. That goes as a gain of 11 and a Patriot first down.
Now, that's often a surprise for the defensive guys when they see the big fella slide out of the backfield and catch the ball. Not something they usually go over in practice very often.
First down and 10 now for the offensive group. They'll run it. This is Muhammad. And he'll be knocked down sideways right on the 30-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
But when it comes to the running game, the New England Patriots, they're one of the few teams in the NFL that I don't think care much about balancing things out.
Last year, to your point, 5th in passing yardage, number 30 in the run game.
What they want to do each and every week is make a game plan based on their opponent, not so much their own personnel, and they try to attack that way.
So first and second down went in the wrong direction. They'll try to do better here on 3rd and 13. From the shotgun, it's Bridgewater. Flushed out, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. He probably feels like he cannot get a break. He was sacked 7 times last week. And here we go again in the first quarter.
And we always talk about the internal clock of a quarterback in the pocket and how he has to have a real keen sense of it in order to get rid of the football. After being sacked 7 times last week, that clock has been sped up.
This will be fielded at the 17. 12 yards on the return that time. And the Jets take possession. His way forward for a couple up past the 30.
Well, he's looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it. Because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
Garoppolo to throw on second down. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
Yeah, it was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
And now a first down following that long gain. Garoppolo now. Space to run past the 20. Over the middle, complete. That's Young. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
I do believe we'll see a little bit more of this as this game progresses, because when you can have that type of a game in the middle of the defense, it hurts them in so many ways. And
he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Quincy Enunwa, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Jets have taken a first-quarter lead.
The losing streak had taken on a life of its own, and I think it infiltrates a team when you're on that much of a slide. But this group has managed to focus, come out early, and put a touchdown on the board. They look like they mean business in this one.
They do. Now the key, holding on to that attitude, because, man, that streak has been a struggle for them. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. And the Patriots gearing up to go now. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
On 3rd down, Bridgewater. He'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Fielded at the 20. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs.
Here we go now. Green 30.
Here's Garoppolo on 1st and 10. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Young. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Jets move the chains.
Green 39.
From midfield, here's Garoppolo. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack.
Here we go.
They got to figure this out. They got to figure him out. 4 sacks last week. Now one in the first quarter. What do?
Well, great pass rushers usually have a go-to move, but the best pass rushers, they have counters to their go-to move. So they'll show you that. Then when you adjust, they counter it and still get to the quarterback. And you don't pile up that many sacks. What do you have, 4 in the game last week? Without having some go-to moves with counters.
And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. We've got a 3rd and 11. Working from the gun, Garoppolo. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Devin McCourty picks it off. And he's got room. 30, the 20. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Patriot defense has a touchdown. I don't know who all is to blame there, but I love seeing pick sixes. And now it's blocked. And the Jets have got it. But he doesn't get far. They're able to stop him. And after all that, the extra point attempt unsuccessful.
Well, there's a blocked extra point. I remember playing, and we had one of those go against us. I remember our kicker and our holder told the head coach, just relax, coach. Why are you yelling? Don't worry, it's just 1 point. Oh, my. Those coaches see a point is gold to them because you never know how it's going to turn out later.
Exactly. That's what I was just going to say. First quarter, we'll see if this has any implications as the game goes on.
I still can't believe they told the head coach to relax. Whoa.
Bad move. They go play action here on 1st down. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete.
Well, they're slinging it, and then there's one you got to put a timer on, huh? I mean, that one came in hot.
It came in hot, but overthrown out of his reach and incomplete.
Here we go now. Good.
Back to the air on second. It's Garoppolo. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on second down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives a much better opportunity to convert on third down.
And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
And now following the incomplete pass, we'll get a timeout here for an injured player. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. So a collective holding of breath here as the starter heads for the sideline. And coming in to take his place is the former Baylor Bear, Brian. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Dante Hightower. And they will finally put it into the return, but not until he takes it back all the way inside the 10-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Marcus May with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week, 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away. And that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening...
And nothing but daylight ahead. The 30, 10, 5, and all the way in. Touchdown, New York. A great effort there. An 80-yard touchdown. And the Jets get the quick strike touchdown. He missed one earlier, remember, but this time he gets it to go. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he will be taken down here as the first quarter of play will come to an end. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And he will find his man on the outside. And he takes this one just shy of midfield all the way to the 49. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Bridgewater on first down. Escaping the pressure right. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body. Picked off with great anticipation.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage, but instead he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll push his way up to about the 44 here. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. Green brings it in. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 10 yards is the pickup. Good enough for a Jet first down.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. Flashy little move, but unable to reach the 40. It'll be a gain of 4, and it'll make it a 2nd down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
And he finds a man with a crossing route. And he's going to get this one down right to the edge of the red zone to the chalk of the 20. A good pickup there, a 22. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And his throw here is incomplete.
All defenders get tired of hearing about their lack of hands and why they're playing defense instead of offense. But in this situation, it was the hands that made the play. Batting the ball away on an attempted touchdown pass. Excellent job. Way to knock it down.
Looking left sideline, incomplete.
That was a nice catch, but unable to stay in bounds. And remember, it wasn't a wide receiver who works on that all the time.
I was going to say, he likes to get the ball handed to him. Now, don't get me wrong, he's part of the passing game as well, but maybe a little out of his comfort zone there.
Yeah, he might want to have a few words to say to us about that later, but I am still going with you on that one. Wide receivers work on a little bit more.
Open man is Stewart. It's complete. And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. Here's Petty. And this will be caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. And all about timing there on that short slant, Charles.
Exactly right. That was timed up so well. The route, the throw, touchdown.
He missed one earlier, remember, but this time he gets it to go. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. Now the Patriot offense set to take over again. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. Had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass, and then finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass, and that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. A big play on the ground there. It goes for 36 yards.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Here's the former Heisman winner. It's Derrick Henry. And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage.
When Leonard Williams was picked in the 2015 NFL Draft, I compared him to Merlin Olsen, and I got a lot of grief about it. Did you just see that play there? Did you see how he made that move and made that tackle? That was Merlin Olsen-esque there.
I just perked up when you said Merlin Olsen.
Yeah, a lot of people said, hey, that's too much, too far, and maybe it is early, but I think this guy has a chance of fulfilling that.
Bridgewater eluding the pressure right toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge, and that's good enough for a 1st down. So on 3rd and medium, they dial up the pass, and it works to hit the end zone.
And it's really not a surprise to me. That's a throwing down in the NFL because of how tough it is to run the football. But what offenses like to do is still show run formations to make them respect it and throw out of those. In this case, they took a nice shot at the end zone and made it pay off.
On the return, it's Niall Davis. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. Now the Jets offense about set to take over as they head onto the field. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that, they had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Two minutes to go here in the first half. We'll come back to MetLife Stadium after this short timeout.
Detroit!
Petty now. Green's got it over the middle. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. 23 yards on the play.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a third down.
And there's a nice stop for the defense. They've had a tough time containing this guy all game long, but maybe they can build a little bit off of that play, a little bit of confidence, a little bit of momentum. Yeah, every now and then you can actually tackle that guy.
The Jet passing game in rhythm. They've got another first. They'll look to throw here on first down. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. A gain of 4 on the play, and that'll make it second down. A play-action fake. They'll look to throw. That is caught at the 7. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 to the 5-yard line. And a nice gain of 21 yards. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. A great play there with his second touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Jets find a way to stretch their lead. And the lead is up to 14. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. So the Patriots coming out now. And the ball backed way up. So thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
Flush to his right. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. So they'll take the yardage and tack on 15 more for the face mats.
Talk about a play that absolutely costs you in the end. Just trying to do your job, right? Trying to get him on the ground. Next thing you know, they march up another 15 against your squad.
He's going to let one go deep for Parker. And this one is incomplete. Well, why don't we hold off on the halftime update after all? Seems like everyone's ready to go here for the second half in Week 8 in the NFL. That's fielded in the end zone. Now the Jets offense, they get ready to head back onto the field. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly, because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
Back to throw here. And his throw is incomplete.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. On third down, he'll drop to throw. He's going to air it out deep for Green. And a shot taken on third down, unsuccessful. Fourth down now. Well, they haven't had a whole lot of success in the passing game here. Now, in the second half, he's thinking, I guess maybe just take a shot deep.
I think you're right. Almost looking for a bailout, isn't he? Can my receiver go up and make a big play for me? Can I create a penalty downfield, maybe pick up an interference call and get that yardage downfield? Anything trying to get going again, but you're right. He definitely took a shot.
Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They were able to get the stop defensively. Now a chance to turn that into points on the offensive end.
Can you imagine what the grease board looks like at the half? Because
no, tell me.
That's exactly what they've printed up. Stop them on defense, get the ball back for our offense, and go downfield and score some points. Now, the last part remains to be seen, but they got the first part done very well.
Do people use grease boards, or you mean the magic marker boards?
Yeah, those two.
And he gets it down to the 32. 2 yards on the pickup there, but it's enough to give him a new set of downs.
Second and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on third down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
So the run moves the chains, and here we go on first down.
Let's go.
On the carry, it's Muhammad. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down. They'll try to throw here now. Bridgewater buying time to his left. And some room to work. And he will score. Touchdown, Patriots. Teddy Bridgewater with his second touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Patriots have cut it back within a score. And it's no good. It has not been his day. That's the second extra point he's missed so far. Gostkowski now out to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. Now the Jet offense about to take over as they head out onto the field. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage.
Leverage.
Big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. He'll be tackled shy of the 35. Shifty footwork gets him a little extra on the play. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. A big play there on the catch and run. 45 yards.
After that nice game there, for the rest of the game, the defense is going to have to respect the running backs as passing threats as well. Not just play them strictly to run the football. They may be able to get downfield and catch it, too.
They'll set up to throw. His throw caught at about the 5. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he is in. Touchdown, New York. A great effort there. His second touchdown on the season. And the Jets are going to add on to their lead. And it's no good. It has not been his day. That's the second extra point he's missed so far. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And a good return. He's across the 35-yard line, right around the 36. The Patriots offense now. They work their way back onto the field. Here's Muhammad. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. That'll be a New England first down, a gain of 12.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
And he'll be brought down right at midfield after a gain of only a couple.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held them to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
Let's go.
Bridgewater now from the 50. Flushed out right. Oh, he's got some breathing room. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for third.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
And he'll be brought down at about the 42. Give him a yard on the play, and he's definitely short. It'll be 4th down and a few inches. Now Bridgewater on 4th down. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Marcus May with a pick. Oh, he's got a little daylight. Past the 20.
Wrap up.
Still moving. So now he's equaled his interception total from a week ago. Remember, Charles, he had 3 last week.
And you know, all week long, he vowed to take that number down. Told the guys on the team, don't worry, things are going to pick up. I've got this. But he is in a major league rut right now. Let's see if his teammates can pick him up along the way.
You're right. He talked about being cool, calm, collective, rebounding. Not rebounding right here. Oh, he had 6 points in his hands there. Couldn't hang on. 2nd down. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Now he's forced out right. And he'll slide down to avoid the contact. He'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's 3rd down.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit. But that was certainly an aggressive call and an aggressive play. Instead of just going for the 1st down, took the shot in the end zone, went for the touchdown.
Yeah, and on 3rd down, they said, forget about the sticks. We want 6. And the kick by Butker is good. And that'll push the lead up to 17. So after the pick, they can't capitalize for 6, but they do get 3.
And I know in this situation, most of us want to focus on the offense. You know what side of the ball I played on. Let's give that defense a lot of credit. Taking it over in a sudden change situation and shutting them down.
Now the Patriots offense, they work their way back out onto the field. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, oh, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, and what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Now he's going to throw deep right side. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Marcus May with a pick. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator.
And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. A big play there. His 3rd touchdown of the game, his 8th on the year. And the Jets find a way to stretch their lead. Now, these have been no picnic for him so far. He's missed 2, but this one is good. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. The Patriot offense now set to come back out onto the field. And last time wasn't pretty. 1 play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And got his man complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A gain of 32 that time.
Get ready. Way 90. Way 90.
On 1st and 10, Bridgewater. Going deep here for Parker. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on and it's 2nd down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man-on-man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. So now 3rd and 10. A big play to start the drive, but nothing since. Escaping the pressure right. He can run for it, and he will. That one good for 13 at a New England 1st down.
That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the sticks, and picked up the 1st down.
A 1st down throw for Bridgewater. He's going to fire one deep over. And my goodness, another interception. Marcus May with a pick, and he returns it up just shy of the 20 to the 19-yard line. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
There he goes left side. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. A great play there. 81 yards. And this Jet offense starting to run away with this one. And that rushing touchdown, his 4th, puts him just 1 shy of the NFL record in a single game.
And we all know he would love to get to that record and even beyond it. But he doesn't need to in order to impress in this one, does he? What a performance. What an absolute great game that he's had here in this one.
And he is going to be knocked flat on his back. Oh, a big hit at the 23. And now out come the Patriots. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
And a nice run past the 30-yard line there. Just 2 yards to go here on second down for the offense. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. Bridgewater to throw it. He's going to let one go deep for Parker. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That burst good for 20 and a first down.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatching.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack.
Okay, was it a breakdown in protection? Did the running back not pick him up? What does it really matter? Sometimes it's just a great play made by the defense. Big-time sack.
Throwing, Bridgewater. And they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now. That's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. A great effort there. 54 yards. And this Jets offense continues to pour it on. Trying to bust out of that losing funk, and these fans have to like this. And all right, fellas, this is more like it.
And I know that if this holds up after the game, they're going to give the fans a lot of credit being at home, getting the support. But you and I both know it goes deeper than that. They had to get it together in their own facility, look each other in the eye and say, okay, what's it going to take to break this losing streak? And they really came together with a good week of practice.
Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up third.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. New England on third down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is third down and 12. Now Bridgewater, eluding the pressure right. This is caught. It's Cooks. And he's eventually brought down, but not before he reaches the 39, just shy of the 40. And they're able to convert on third with a solid gain of 23. Here's Bridgewater. Steps away to his left. Now here is another interception. Marcus May with a pick. And some room to maneuver. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Jet touchdown. Defensively, they've had their way in this one. That pick 6 makes that scoreboard even more lopsided.
I remember talking with a guy in the league, and I said, what do you do when the game's like this? You know, it's pretty much over. You ready to go to the bench and hang out? He said, oh, heck no. I want to stay on the field. I might get some stats. I might get a pick or 2.
You like being out there at the end of these wide margins.
When they have to throw it, that gives you more opportunities to go get it.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. And the Patriots gearing up to go now. And they just had that pick 6. I guess the only positive maybe of them returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back out onto the field to try to make up for it.
I like that because now it doesn't give them a chance to go to the bench and really settle. You know, to sit there and kind of seethe over the idea that they turned the ball over previously. Right back out there. It's almost like hopping right back on the bike after falling over. See if they can get the ball moving again.
Yeah, we'll see if they can do it here. A gain of 3, second down.
Not much happening there on first down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
And all the way down to the 37. A big hitter. That one goes for 40 yards.
And that's why defense coordinators always preach 11 guys to the ball. Because sometimes you have a missed tackle. But if you have a swarm of guys around, less room for them to roam even after the first missed tackle. In this case, tackle was missed. Plenty of open field to get after that.
To throw, Bridgewater being chased out left. The left side completion to Jones. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
And you see zone defense, and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call. You've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go, because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Able to find Shaheen, the tight end. And he will have the first down before he's tackled at the 12. 17 yards there for the Patriots as they've got themselves a first down. First down, Bridgewater. Dancing to his left. And that is caught. Well, they're going to see this one to the end. They get a score, but pretty much an exercise in futility right now. Still down big.
Well, I do have one word for that touchdown for you, partner. You ready?
Yeah.
Cosmetics.
Just makes things look a little better. I don't know. It's like putting lipstick on a pig.
Yeah, and it's hard to do, too. And the pig doesn't like the lipstick a heck of a lot, but you do like the fact that they're battling down the stretch, still trying to put something on the board, even though this game is over.
By the way, how rude is that to the pig? Look at all the things they give us. Pulled pork, bacon. Goskowski now out to kick it away. This fielded at the 2. And a good effort on the return there. Gets them across the 30 to the 33-yard line. The Jets offense now works their way back onto the field. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. You know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game, and that's always puzzled me a little bit.
Call it a 3-yard gain, and that's going to bring up a 3rd down. Time for a break. This one, all over but the shouting. We'll finish it after this. The Jets on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 7. On play action, they'll throw. He's got the first down and more past midfield. And he's got the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 49. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Jet first down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to get this one down to the 45. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Tough running.